Peace. Welcome, y'all. It's your boy AD. How y'all doing today, man? You know how we dumbing. You know how we coming. So check this out, y'all. Today I'm here to talk about Justu, right? So if you are new here, welcome to the channel. My channel is very diverse. I have so much to offer when it comes to knowledge, personal growth, health, wealth, you name it. This channel is just not just about one thing. I'm a multi-talented person. Honestly, sometimes I feel like I'm Kevin Gates. I got like 28, 38 personalities. I have so many hobbies, so many skills, so many facets. And I'm not saying that to talk and brag or to make myself look cool. I'm just saying that as a 25-year-old growing, acquiring skills, learning, I realize I have a lot to offer for myself and others. But I just want to share a little bit about me, things I got going. Just want to, just tonight. But first and foremost, I want to play a video for everybody to watch and see, because this is for the people who want to like start something. They want to grow. They want to build. They want to do all types of things. But you gotta get one day and day one fixed, right? I gotta start erasing my video. Maybe I don't, maybe I do, but I'm gonna mark this up real quick. Oh yeah, this dry erasing. That says one day or day one. Which one are you? Are you gonna wait till the day comes, or are you gonna start from day one and get to work? Because your time, your process, all that matters. The way you grow matters. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of people, they don't even realize how long it takes to get going. Right? And I'm talking about besides people, right? I'm talking about if you want to be seen, if you want to be recognized, heard, all those things, you have to realize that you gotta start. It's gonna take time, and you could actually, like the content, actually want to invest into it. They're probably watching the video and maybe see what you do. So you go ahead and play this video. It's from the Joe Buzz podcast. I want you guys to tell me what you think. Just like, whatever you see in here is please not my fault. I'm a known person just like y'all. You cut that music, man. I don't know nothing about that Conway, you know what I'm saying? That you listen to that heavy anyway. So let me make sure you guys can hear this.
Numbers drop. To write when no one cares.
Facts.
To perform after rejection number. Producer in LA said, most musicians don't fail because they're bad. They fail because their nervous system can't survive the industry. He said the biggest myth in music is that success depends on exposure. No, he said, it depends on whether your body can handle being unseen longer than you expected. The ability to create when numbers drop. To write when no one cares.
Facts.
To perform after rejection number 47.
Or 447.
Yeah, 4,047,000. He said 90% of rising artists crumble not from hate, but from the invisible weight of being ignored.
Yeah, he left her
Not from hate.
He revealed the real industry filter. Consistency under emotional pressure. Not talent, not looks, not luck. Just the ability to keep creating without collapsing into comparison, self-doubt, or the terror of being, quote unquote, too late. Most artists don't lose their dream, he said. They lose their self-trust. He ended with a line that felt like a punch. Your biggest enemy isn't the industry. It's the version of you that believes you're running out of time. He is
smoking, yeah.
because that belief kills more careers than bad marketing or missed opportunities. And every musician in the room suddenly exhaled, like someone finally named the monster under the stage. A record producer in LA said, most musicians don't fail because they're bad.
Okay, so this is the Joe Budden podcast. If you ain't heard of them, go check them out. They're pretty cool, pretty funny to watch. My homie put me onto them, so I'll be keeping eye to eye and see some of the stuff they be jotting about. But why I brought this to you is not, now, if you're a musician, take this to heart. If you're not a musician, but if you're a creator, if you are an innovationist, or however you say that shit, if you know you are a creator, an artist, I need you to lock in and realize that you need to be creative. Now, if you're an artist that I just like to create, I don't want to just be showing everybody what I'm doing. That's cool. That's fine. Then it's probably not for you. But if you do want to reach to a caliber where you're reaching an audience or people, shout out to the Russo. So with it, when you're reaching to a people audience, you got to realize that, one, you are the voice of your work. No one else is. Like, you might have people who you might say something, put you out there, whatever. But at the end of the day, if I didn't start this live tonight and promote myself, I don't know who's going to promote me tomorrow morning. I don't know who's going to promote me later. I don't know who's going to promote me in the next moment. So please believe in yourself. Please don't worry about the time. Don't worry about anything. Just worry about showing up. You know, the art of showing up is a beautiful thing, because one thing about showing up is that you don't miss shit. And it's not about being a FOMO, the fear of missing out. It's about realizing the time and work that you could have put in. So yeah, you might create a space of FOMO, but guess what? Fear is a teacher. So use that fear of missing the work, not missing out, not missing the fun, missing the work, missing the dedication, the grind that you could have gave yourself that time in that moment of that day. So just know when you miss a session, you better be ready to make it up or find another moment to use that time, because our time is infinite. And I'm not saying that in the ways of like use it up and right now. I'm saying that you'll be surprised how much time you was given in your life like it was money, and how much you really use it or waste it. So I just want to keep that intact, right? So let's move on to the next thing, because I wanted us to really understand, like, we talking about grappling, we talking about martial arts, we talking about being a fighter, right? And this is the aspects of being that, is putting yourself on, because I know a lot of people, right, are gonna feel like, who cares? But your care should be enough. You ever cared about something so much that like somehow other people start caring about it, but you didn't really voice it, your action showed it, and other people start working that with you? That's how you got to be about your work and your grind, so other people can be like, yo. So first, let me introduce you into this bad boy, How to Drill to Win by Andre Galvo. Now, this masterpiece I got from a black belt. Ooh, I think I got this mug in 2024, 2023, like, midway 2024. This has been a staple. This is the guy. If you don't know who Andre Galvo is, you need to lock in. You need to lock in. I ain't gonna go into him tonight, all right? And why I brought this book up is because sometimes we need structure as people, as fighters, right? As martial artists, right? Or artists, we need structure. We need to have the structure so we can grow. If we don't have a structure, if we don't have a basis or a foundation, how can we expect to see an accumulation? right? Think of a garden. If you have your garden placed out and lined up, you understand I need a towel to wipe this. We're on my Microsoft towels. I can use that. So with that, you got to realize that you need structure. So your garden, all right, it's my shitty garden. You need to have your shit laid out and panned out. Right? Understanding where you're gonna put stuff here, understand that the roots are gonna grow. You gotta understand things are gonna grow and branch out. If you don't understand that things are gonna like collide and gravel into each other. And now my grandpa and my family farmers. I'm not gonna say I'm one, but from being around him and walking around him, you know how many times I got cussed out for stepping in the wrong area, nigga? You know how many times I got stepped out? I mean, cussed out about that? I'm traumatized. Sometimes I'll be asking him, should I walk right here? He be laughing like, yeah, man, you can walk right there, because he know how much he yelled at me. You ever stepped on a watermelon? Yeah. So, not to get off track, right? We need structure. And with this, we're going to be doing match breakdowns. I got a match I'm going to go over, right? We're going to be talking about all other things, but I just want to react to some of the things in the jiu-jitsu community that we have to be aware. But as a grappler, as a fighter, you got to realize, what are you aiming for? What are you really getting out of this? Because it's easy to tell somebody, oh, sign up, go to a dojo, da-da-da-da. But you have to realize, what do you gain from stepping into, a combat sport? How do you even find the right space, the right gym? How do you even find, the time for this shit? Like, what makes me even want to wrap myself around this shit? And one, I'm gonna tell you this: it gotta be in you, bro. It gotta be in you. See, being a warrior is something that you can create and be born into, something that can come from past lives, but certain things you are born with, and if you don't got it, you can acquire it. I done seen people, you think they not built for it. Sometimes people build themselves for it. Like, how can you stop a person who constantly teaches themselves, constantly reevaluates themselves, constantly sharpens their mind? You can't beat that. And that's why I brought this book out, because he talks about how to drill win. But in here, we gotta realize drilling is just more than like repetition or something right here. I want to pull up the word. I'm one of those people, I like to look into words and talk about them and not just say shit. I like to pull things up. So we're gonna go into the etymology of drill, and that might be extra. That might be extra, but this is how I'm doing it. Like, this is my style, this is my flow. I like to just go into things. If you've been on my show before, you can see how I rock and talk about things. And you kind of get where I'm coming from. I like to look at things from a different view, with a different eyes sometimes. So, and if you can have that type of look within your game, you can do a lot for yourself. So, you can go ahead and pull this up. Right. So look, I'm gonna tell you why I brought up the garden shit. I just don't be talking and rambling. I really be cooking. Some type of nigga. Like, you be in the kitchen with me. You got all types of. You got a charcuterie board. You got 3 different drinks. You got the alcohol, and then you be like, damn, we didn't get to the main dish yet. This is all this other stuff on the plate because we didn't like spam this shit like that. You know what I'm saying, Twin? You hear me cooking, or you just like, baby, or what are you talking about? It's that like that Carmel song. He said, we talking about. So look, now you might see tool for making holes in hard substances, right? Instrument for boring holes. Turn around, to rub, to turn. Now I know you like, okay, so what the fuck does this have to do with jiu-jitsu, right? Small furrow trench or channel in which seeds are deposited. Also machine for sowing seeds. So think about this. Your habits as a grappler or as a fighter, right, goes into how you do things, how you drill. What is your structure? What is your system? What are you really drilling into your fucking mind, in yourself, in your soul, nigga? Like, what are you doing? Because that matters, right? That matters so bad. And if you can't look into that, like, I was talking to somebody and I was telling them about drilling. I'd be like, yeah, I be wanting to do 100 arm bars and shit. Like after we get done working out, I want to do so much more. And sometimes it don't even be like, if we tired, we tired. But sometimes it's just about doing it. Like, push-ups and stuff, like the Diamond Gym. You might see them do these short extensions, and you be like, bro, that's stupid. But think about it. As an old person, you might not be able to do a full extension push-up no more. Your muscles probably got weak. You probably got damaged. So learning how to strengthen yourself in these short intervals to be able to soon go into a longer stretch, you'll be able to build that structure, that substance. So I'm just like breaking that to your head, because 9 times 10 when we get into something, right? And this is very basic. Like in jiu-jitsu, there's belts, there's categories, and I have been doing this for 6 years in total. You know what I'm saying? 5.5 if you really want to be short and frank. But I'm saying is, for us to really wrap our mind around a concept or an ideal that we want to do, because it's like, you might not be a grappler, you might not be a fighter, period. You know what I'm saying? And you might just be here to learn something. And this is applicable, right? Think about martial arts or fighting, even dancing, art. They can be applied to all aspects of life. But you have to understand that by being able to see the structure that it is born from, that it grows from, right? You know what I'm saying? So let me present you this. Because one thing that we tend to overlook is, where is it at? I know I had it in here. If I don't got it in here, we just gonna move on. But look, let me go ahead and show you my Instagram page. Go ahead and follow me on, this is my Instagram page. I try to separate my content, guys, so that it's not overwhelming for everybody who tries to keep up with certain things, like people who want to get into just the spiritual stuff I talk about, or people who want to get into the history, esoteric information. Like I want to think about my jiu-jitsu people and make content for y'all. You know what I'm saying? This is why I try to post the funny things about jiu-jitsu. This is why I try to post just my life and aspect. But like, make sure you guys get in with me, tap in with me, because it's like, you gotta put yourself out there. Do fim de semana, só rolê bom. Ela chega e desencana com passo bem passo bem sharing aspects of ourselves, or kind of inspire other people. We tend to caught up into what other people are gonna say, or what other people are gonna think, and it's like, who cares? Because honestly, by the time you get to a young adult, you shouldn't care what people should be thinking or saying about you. You know what I'm saying? If you actually do you're actually responsible, you actually take care of yourself, you take care of your hygiene, you don't disrespect or harm nobody, really people should have nothing to say to you. You know what I'm saying? But you know how that shit. But so let me go into this breakdown, because that's really the main part of this video. I have my page to show you little stuff I be doing, and like to grow your pages. I will help you guys do that. I had this page for a while, and I made some good posts. I may not. I got like 94 followers. I think I posted this video the other day, and it got so much love. And I was like, cool. And sometimes I just be remixing videos and just stamping my watermark on it. Like, I think I did this for this one video. Old dude, cool dude, Old Nation BJJ, awesome ass dude. I never met him. I sometimes listen to what he be talking about. I see the stuff he posts. I just saw a remix that he gave me a thumbs down. I hearted it. It's all love, bro. Everybody gonna get their stuff remixed, watermarked, stamped over, reacted to. That's just a part of the game. But you gotta realize that when it comes to this game, you gotta master your emotional responses to stuff. Like, who cares? You can't be taking things personal, bro. Angry people usually end up looking ridiculous for the response seems out of proportion to what occasioned it, right? So how you respond to situations, how you really react to things matter. And I just want us to like really put that focal point. So like, I kind of went on a rant, little tangent, but I just want to like put some thoughts and things in your mind that matter to me on a short end where I'm just explaining but not going so deep, because it's like, what you do with your time and all that, matters. But you gotta think about what matters to you most. And what I share on my channel matters to me a lot. Subtle ways of like wanting to teach, wanting to inspire, wanting to educate, wanting to just help you be aware. Wanting also for me just to express as a melanated man, and all other melanated men, even if you're not melanated, even if you're a different color from me or different from me any type of way, you should have a place of expression. You should have a place where you can let out things in a responsible and controlled manner, because that's what this martial arts is. That's what arts is, period. Expression, letting it go. Writing, if you're a writer, you know what writing is, you tap into that expression, you let it out, you let it go, you let it be. So I'm doing that tonight, and I want to do this with this show because I'm tired of capping on myself. I'm tired of like, caring about what other people think. You know what I'm saying? Because like I people talk about people no matter what, whether if you're close to them or not, people are gonna say something. So you shouldn't really care. Don't trip. Who cares? Because at the end of the day, 9 times 10, a lot of people are still gonna wake up and do what they do best. Everyone is on here on this spot trying to do what they think they know is best. And sometimes as other people, we try to tell the people, oh no, that's not right, or this is that. And how do you know? Nigga, what color you pissed? I want to know what color you pissed, so we can compare our piss color and make sure we're peeing right. Like all this stuff. Like, we need to really think about how we try to control other people instead of just sometimes giving game. There's nothing wrong giving game to each other. There's nothing wrong with spotting and advising. Shoot, you know what I'm saying? Y'all might hit me up later like, hey, whoop, I want to see this more. I want, let me know. Talk to me, rap with me. Because I want to add value, but I can't add value, from always me thinking this is what they need, this is what they want. I gotta also talk to y'all. So y'all can join my Discord. Y'all can join all the things we got below. Check out the links below. But right now, you know what I'm saying, we in that grappling mode. So I think I did enough, Brandon. Maybe. Let's see. Y'all, is there anything else I wanted to show, man? Just, follow me, follow my boys. I think we're gonna go into a breakdown. Here, let's look at a funny clip.
I told that little nigga, don't fuck with me. I try to be a good motherfucking nigga, but I can't be, because little bitch ass niggas like you want to fuck with me. You want to fuck with a nigga, right?
So hard. Here, this is how I feel about Justu.
Ever since you went away,
You will be like, yo, you 6'4". Like,
I ain't been doing
just
nothing
because I
but.
fight doesn't help me down the big.
Ever since you went away,
We all look. This
I ain't
is
been doing nothing but.
I need those shit. Circle up in the group. Just,
I ain't been doing nothing but.
no.
Ever since you went
Oh,
away,
this is not a fight. Shipping should not be fighting. No. Only time you fight somebody is in the gym, or you defending yourself or what. So let me go ahead and get off that. That's enough of that. So now it's time to on to some match replay. Now this match I think is from the end of 2024. I'm pretty sure I got my purple belt at the end of the year, something like that. Yeah, I got my purple belt at the end of the year, and then like next year I instantly competed in January, and I lost that tournament. I got third, but I really lost. You know, when you're doing this sport, you will do a tournament, you will sign up, and y'all will like do a few matches or whatever, and you might have like 3 matches against the same person, or you might have 1 match, no match, just 2 matches, and you be like, I got second place, but like you lost, and they gave you a medal for your participation, and it's like, I'm finna post this motherfucker because I paid $160 to be here today, and no one signed up. Lovely. So let's pull up this fight. This is me when I was at blue belt, looking scrumptious, taking anybody baby mama, anybody mom. Yes, I'm really him. Please watch out. Your shorty will get snatched up. If you know, and it ain't my fault. My wrist game like Rampage Jackson, nigga. Yes, Rampage Jackson. All right. So let me share this screen real quick. Okay, so this is me at So I'm gonna just give a quick guide just how to do match breakdowns. First, you wanna study. You wanna always think about when you go into tournaments. You always wanna have your game plan. What's your set of moves? At blue belt, you'll have like at least, you probably know 100 moves for real. You probably know maybe 50, 25, and you can probably hit 3 of them bitches pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even 2, and then you're really good with defense. So when you're really doing your match breakdowns, really focus on where you went wrong, right? Because sometimes you might have matches where you just ain't been losing, you just been winning, so you got to review those and see what you could have done better, or maybe you had a tough match and you won. Like, it's a lot of ways to go about it. So in here, I'm gonna do a breakdown of me and reevaluate myself. Because let's say you do a lot of competing, and like, you know, you got your coaches, you got a lot of stuff, but like sometimes when it comes to like competition or whatever, not everybody's knowing what you're doing. Not everybody has what you had in mind unless you truly communicated that with them. So make sure you really, before you do your tournaments or whatever, you have things honed, you talk to your team, they know what you're doing, they understand why you did something. Because it's like, in this match, I kind of got overcoached. You're going to hear like background talk a little bit, some of my teammates, and that happens, you know what I'm saying? And it's all love. People was trying to help. I'm not blaming nobody. I'm going to show you this outcome in this match, and you're going to see how it went. And it's 5 minutes straight. I promise you, these 5 minutes, boy, be feeling so long. Because when I got to purple belt, and I'm an adult, I'm 25. You know, when you get to certain ages, there's groups and classes and shit and so on, right? I think at this time I was 195, 205. Right now I'm 176. I'll go check my weight, 177. I only had maybe 2 meals today. They was hefty too, baby. Got a clean, good workout. You know what I'm saying? Clean workout today. But got like 2 of them things in. So we're here studying, and we're just gonna break down. So I'm gonna start it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna stop some things, but we're gonna talk about things. So let's get it right. Things that you should be doing when you're standing in the jiu-jitsu match. You know what I'm saying? And things you should be like going for. I try to go for a takedown game. That's my shit. I like to do takedowns. You know what I'm saying? If I do a guard pull and stuff, I'll go into that later. But I like to do takedowns. And I was planning on standing. I don't really try to plan to pull guard. Okay, so let's go. First thing, right? Oh, damn it. All right, first thing. So, where you're in a combat stance, right? You can see we're standing straight up, right? Now, most people in grappling, they're going to have the confidence to know that a lot of people are just not going to just shoot in on them, right? When it comes to doing your tournaments, you always want to have confidence, work on the things you build on. If you know you a guy that has a elite level wrestling experience, you've been wrestling for a long time, take advantage of it. It's going to help you produce further, and you can add it to your game, build up your weaknesses later along with your strengths. Right now, when it comes to jiu-jitsu, some guys are going to be standing like we both are. I know this guy's a wrestler. I know him. We end up relinking at another tournament, met each other. He's still a blue belt. Should be getting his purple belt soon. Dude works hard. I know he competes a lot. I see this dude everywhere. So I hope we run it back again. It'll be nice to get another match. If we don't run it back, it'll be nice to train with each other and learn some things because dude was on it. Dude was working hard. So you always want to make sure you have a good combat base and a good combat stance. You know, your arms are just like really by your hips and you're hunched over, right? And now we don't have that because we both have the confidence and we're just starting and we're circling. So we're keeping that present. But what I was trying to set up here was an arm drag. What I really try to go for when I'm doing standing is I like to do counter wrestling. And sometimes with counter wrestling and gi, you know, a lot of people are going to go for grips. So I really try to bait the arm drag. So let's go ahead and go. I'm circling. I like to really do a lot of circling, make my opponent really chase me, right? Because let's say he was going to shoot on me or come at me at a certain direction, I'll be able to sprawl, circle, down block really well. Even though we're kind of in this stance, right? I'm kind of ready, flapping my arms, being ready, keep my arms next to him, you know, trying to not let him grab me. Because a lot of times, look, boom, my pause game, beautiful, dude. You see how he's ready to grab my shoulder, right? And you see my arm come up like a Miyagi drag, right? Like a right. So when I did the drag, right? First, I realized it's better to come from a chop. You want to chop that shit. You know, here it's cool. Like maybe if we was punching, I would hit him in and shit. But we not doing that. I got DQ'd and bro probably would have got on that time with me. And then everybody would be like, "How you at the jiu-jitsu tournament? Y'all get the boxing. How you at the jiu-jitsu tournament? Get the boxing." So it's like, I'm like, all right. So you want to come in with a chop, right? And look what happens. Because if I was really, this is how I knew, like, I need to work on my shots better. I need to work on knee sliding coming in. Because look at this, right? As I did the arm drag, I instantly got under his head. This should have been 2 points. What the? Right? And that's the type of stuff you might feel and experience when you're watching tape. But you got to get over it. You got to accept it. You got to go. When you see stuff like this, honestly, as a grappler, I bet if my wrestling coach saw this, right? You know, me seeing this now, I'm happy. I'm happy that I even got this far. You got to take your wins when you can in the fighting sport, because you're getting better 1% every day. And right here, this shows me that, okay, I'm getting it when it comes to, because now, I promise you now, I'm hounding on that. I'm getting on that. And that's just from a place of confidence or reassurance of making up for it. Because I've watched this a lot, and it still upsets me sometimes when I see this, because I should have took him down, right? But him being a good wrestler, having good base, he's a blue belt. He's not gonna be a pushover. He's automatically basing. He's instantly. You see how he cross-faced me? Dude literally punched my shit. He punched my shit up, right? He cross-faced me. He's grabbing somewhere in my collar in my head, and he's pushing my head away. So it's really causing me hard to finish this. But what I should have done to finish this shot, when I let go, because like, oh, he blocked me. And one thing that wrestlers or takedown specialists tend to do when they're grappling is that they shoot in with their head in, and they end up getting guillotined, right? And then when the guillotine happens, you go to sleep. And a lot of high level wrestlers have got caught like that in jiu-jitsu. So sometimes you build a habit of like, oh, if it's not there, get away. But sometimes it's okay to fight. You know, your style is gonna show your character. And sometimes, you know, like I said, I want to be a counter wrestler. So I didn't really, you know, go so gun ho. But this is the part of being a counter specialist that you have to realize. When someone makes a mistake or when you make a counter, you have to take advantage because, you know, think about a fighting game. With punishing or counter punishing, you might have certain damage. Certain people, you know, might have the best damage, might have not. But when you learn how to learn how to put damage in the right spots, you can win. So now we back here. So now that I know this, I'm like, okay. So he pulled guard. I don't know why he pulled guard. Maybe he realized, okay, this guy's a grappler. He almost got under me. I'm gonna play it smooth and go for guard. So when I instant got here, I love to work my bread and butter, and it came to me, and I love to do knee slice. Knee slicing is one of the bread and butters that you want. I said, if you want to get good at passing, learn how to knee slice that white belt at a fairly early age and develop it along with your game so you can learn how to like just punish a lot of things, because knee slicing really stops a lot of stuff. But as the game got advanced, a lot of guys learn how to do the knee slice. So let's go into how to do this knee slice. Watch.
Smash break that break the grip first.
You hear my coach saying break.
Get your head slower.
So you peeped how, let me go back.
Smash
Break
the grip first.
For the grip. And I make sure I got a grip inside of his hip line, right? So the reason why I got a grip inside his hip line, because it's going to help me control him and keep his hip at a base where I can adjust my knee to slide into his other side of his hip, right? And you see me grab two controls of his collar. Now, grabbing the collar control, what I love to do about this position right here is called headquarters. It's where like you have your knee between his leg and he has his legs are between yours. Pause, right? Grow up. We're doing grappling. I'm not going to be saying pause when I'm teaching jiu-jitsu motherfuckers. Anyway, so I realized like, okay, I'm in headquarters. Now what I like to do, I like to get, especially in the gi, I like to get control of the person's lapel. And I really pull them up. Like I pull them up, I pull their back off the fucking neck. Right? You see how now he's crunched in like a curl. And if he tries to pull away, it's gonna be tough because I'm sitting on his foot and his hook, which is an extra hand if you're a beginner or don't know what I'm talking about. But in jiu-jitsu, your hands are not your only hands no more. Your hands are your feet, your toes, and your hips, bruh. You gotta learn these are not your hands no more. Everything else is your hands. So I'm crushing that and I'm bringing in that pressure to set up the knee slice so I can have a cruise through.
Get your head slow.
Right, look, he's so crushed up that he's like, fuck, I can't get away from this. So what do? He realized he can't, and I'm already beating him there because he's trying to realize, okay, I need to deal with his top pressure and find a way to get away. Maybe if he could have grabbed my lapel and like shoved it away and just to try to get on his hand or his elbow just to stop the knee slice, to realign himself, maybe to reshoot under me, or maybe to set up all types of stuff, Delahiva, reshoot the guard, maybe sit up attacks, deep half, maybe bump me over his head. There's a lot of options that he could have done, to stop this, because right now I'm just taking advantage of the dominant position and just of the awareness. So now I'm here. As I hear you want to use, I realized that I need to close the pressure and the distance. So I used my head under his chin. When you're knee slicing, you want to be mean and really be nice and pressured. Using your head and knee slicing is really a key pivotal thing because it stops a lot of people from moving. It stops a lot of people from really trying to run away from you or even deal with you. So if you get in this point of the knee slice and you're a bottom guy, try really shoving his fucking head away from you so you can get away. Because right now the head is really the pain with his passing, because the knee is already wedging. You see it from the slice down through his hip line, and you see me controlling his arm, because that arm is in a way sometimes helps control the person's shoulders and stuff, so he can't run away.
Keep driving. There you go. Settle.
Right there. So now here, this is where things start to go south, and this is why, like, in this tournament, I feel I've really worked my escapes and defense around this time. So be put in these positions really saved me. So here, when you get into side control, you make sure you want to have an underhook, and the underhook control gives you a lot of leeway to do a lot of attacks, a lot of control. You can even put your arm on the back of his spine and flatten him out. But I realized that he did good, and I kind of lost my underhook, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I lost my underhook, and I really didn't have control. Now, this is where I kind of got overcoached. I'm not blaming my coaches, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm the one that's out there. I'm the one who's controlling the match. I should know what to do. And it's nice to listen to people and all that stuff. But I kind of got overwhelmed. And it's like, look, it's you and that guy and the ref out there. The only person that's going to stop that fight is the ref. Okay? You're in control. So don't trip about what everyone else is saying. They might be like, yo, come on. But block it out. As a fighter, you got to know when to turn it off, when not to listen. So, and I should have done that right here, because when I realized that I didn't have this underhook or control putting me on belly, I noticed that he was bridging the you know, I turned sideways. Look, he got his underhook right there, and when I try to go to the belly, and now if you hear my teammates, they're going nuts. They're like, "Why didn't you sprawl? Well, what the hell are you doing?" You know, and I'm just like, me, I got 3 points on the board. It's 4 minutes, so it's only been a minute so far in the match. I think I had more to do. I can't remember. I think I didn't, but I wasn't tripping. I'm like, I'm gonna take his ass down again. See, at blue belt, you'll be okay with, like, if he gets away with the position, cool. I'm okay with resetting. Let's start again. But, you know, and that's probably like a training mind, like you're in a training room mindset. But like when you're in a tournament, you probably want to keep. I just saw this question. Are you still doing the Heritage Book Club? Yes, we are. We still got the Instagram page. If you want to join that or get into it, go ahead. Hit me in the Discord, hit me personally, and we can rap. And if you want to just do anything with the book club or whatever, let me know. We can rap. We can work on something for sure. Because we are still building the book club, and we are looking for members just to help run the page, help post, help share information, even do content. So hit me up, get at me, and thank you for asking that. That's a lot of love. That's a lot of love. So I realized, like, I'm letting him up. So I'm like, okay, it's cool. I'm gonna just take him down again, whatever. I ain't tripping. This ain't nothing, right? Scotty P. You know, you hear homeboy in the back. What are you doing, Alex? Yo, like, I know he was like, I ain't trying to be like that. I bet the ref was even like, yo, what you want, twin? Why you let him up? You was doing good. So we're here again, and now he's working. He probably wants his points back, but I ain't tripping. I'm really calm and collected.
What's the fireman carry?
Now, if you heard in the video, my teammate was like, why they let him up? And it was like, he probably wants his fireman's carry, because that was the move. I'm hitting on everybody, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I remember I must have hit that mug on my coach. What that boy beat my ass after. So I knew, like, yeah, this move legit. But you see how deep he had his underhook and how much he can ride me over. Like, the fireman was gone after that. Like, he knew that, like, it was gone. His awareness was up. His underhook was deep. My head, like, I try to have my head in him and pressure into him, but I didn't have a look. And then plus, I heard my coach in the background saying, "There's your fireman." I'm like, "Yeah, it's there," and I went for it, but I should have had more patience, because, like I said, I wanted to do a lot of counter wrestling. So, and counter wrestling, right, is, you know, countering what's coming at you. So he had this underhook. I wanted to counter this underhook, with I always like to work. I like to do a lot of overhook takedowns on when people underhook me, because honestly, you got to learn how to deal with underhooks in grappling. Underhooks are king in grappling. If you don't have an underhook, what are you doing? If you're passing, you don't have an underhook, what are you doing? If you're in top mount and you don't have an underhook, what are you doing? You need to secure control under the armpits. You know, like if you ever get put in a full Nelson by your big brother, you get put in. How do you get out of that? How do you? I'm a grappler. Even I don't want to get put in no shit like that. So you got to realize. So, and we're gonna go over overhook takedowns and underhook counters. But I should have, because like there's a lot of ways you can deal with this underhook. I could have sweep single, right? Sweep single to this opposite leg, and that's actually another type of fireman's takedown I could have hit on him. So my coach probably could have been talking about something else. He could have probably been like, "Hey, you could have did your sweep single fireman." You know what I'm saying? Or you could have baited him more. So like sometimes you got to realize there's a lot of time in a match, especially when you're up. So let's go to that point.
If you want the fireman, is right there.
Look. Now that was hard. That was hard what bro did. He knew it was coming. He knew it was coming. That's why I say he's a wrestler too. That's why I was surprised when he pulled guard on me in the fight. But like sometimes you just don't want to overdo it. You don't want to make yourself tired. I'm pretty sure he had more matches. It's all of that stuff you can say.
Keep circling.
I guess. He wants to do that fireman carry.
If you want the fireman, is right there.
Look, bro, roll me through. That shit hard. I'm happy.
Keep circling.
Look, so again,
Get up. Drive.
Look, my favorite thing I love to do. So let's say right here, I have the underhook, and there's a lot of ways you could re-guard it. I could have maybe trimmed away and got it to full guard, but I wanted to get off my back. I wanted to stand back up. I didn't want to be on my butt. So I rolled into the underhook, was probably not the best option. I think that was crash out behavior, but I was just trying to hurry to get up and get on my feet so I can be able to fight, because there's been times where I fought from here and have succeeded, but sometimes you got to think about just because it felt good in a training session doesn't mean it's probably gonna feel good in the training.
Get up.
Like, and I got the belly down, and that's fine, because now I knew if I go belly down, I'll be able to defend my neck, go to turtle. So what I like to do, I know he's gonna take the back. In jiu-jitsu, there's always routes that you want to make sure that you take as white belt, purple belt, whatever rank. You know, when the dominant position exposes itself, you go. And what I mean by a dominant position, like the mount, back, and side control. I mean, I love side control. A lot of people might not consider side control a dominant position, but if a nigga pass your guard, somebody pass your guard. But top and back, if you can get those and secure that position, you literally win the match. If you get your hooks in on a person, four hooks, that's what you call it. What's the word? 4 points. That's why I said 4 hooks. If you get both of your hooks and you're on someone's back, that's 4 points. So, and I think that ended up happening for both of us. So let's go into it, because when people try to take my back, I love to do sit-throughs or switches, and I hit this at the perfect time. So I knew it was coming up, right? I'm loading my knees. I realized that his knees are not on the mat no more. So I could have reshot. I could maybe reshot for fireman, but I knew that I didn't have enough time because he's dominant. He's quicker right now. So I realized, and his white belt watching, right? So I got to show him how to get back up on his feet. Ha, 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 ha. So look, we're here. Soon as he fist my back, right? I feel it from my arm. I'm protecting my neck just in case he tries to guillotine me, right? You hear my coach, you're all right. I know I'm all right, big bro. You taught me everything, you know what I'm saying? So next thing, look, he's going for my back. I instantly hit plant, and I'm sitting the fuck through like a G. As I sit through, instantly rotate, get up. So make that a drill you guys should do. You get your back tape.
Get up. Drive.
It's coming. Boom, sit through. Turn back around. Boom, what's up? I'm on ass. I'm in your face. Now I'm in your face. Down through.
Watch it, man.
Look, that boy is on ass. That boy is not going. I think referee started. I don't know why the referee started.
Fight, man.
Another one of my coaches tweeted out.
Watch it.
He's like, "What are you doing, bro?" Because look, in a wrestling match, right, and I'll say even at higher levels, right, people are going to compromise and counter and punish you, twin. So you have to be aware of things. Because once we got back to our feet, me being a wrestler, right here, reshot. I should have reshot it on him. His head, my head is a little higher than his, but as he gauges back up, boom, I could have reshot it. Or I could have instantly jumped armbar. Like, I watched this match so many times that I'm realizing like how many options that are always there to present themselves, you know, and peep the belt. Black Armor never backs down. I still got that mug on my altar right now, nigga. So like, yeah. So look, we're here. He and you can tell he's a wrestler. He has a collar tie. He's not even using grips no more. That boy went to muscle memory, started working me. Look, like I'm having my arms out. I'm standing straight. My head is higher than his. What was I doing? I understand why my coach started tweaking out. Look, these white belts in the back. Like, what these blue belts doing? Like, look at me. I'm standing straight up in a match, in a grappling match. I guess I want to get taken down. And guess what happens? I get taken down. Look, technically I didn't, but I'm gonna count that as people. If you grabbing and stop it,
fight, man.
Whatever. So now we're reset. So look, he on that. Yeah. He got me trying to do my arm back and it's failing. So like, all right, I just gotta lock it. All right, we choose again. I'm like, okay, cool. Go. Now, when I do this, I'm gonna probably pull up another video of me executing this shit, right? But when guys shoot on me here for a single leg, I love to have a few options. So he did a sweep single type of motion, which is actually beautiful that he did it, because one, he has my collar and he's pulling me down. You can even say he has sleeve control right there, really, but let's say collar. And then he instantly swoops to the leg.
So relax,
beautifully. Look, he set me up that way. He was like, here, let's see you do his little arm drag. I could just tell like he's starting to get some reads off. Cause that boy hit me like little taps on my chest. I got my space. He's like, all right, resetting. He grabbed me. I tried to do the arm drag. It didn't work. He got the grip. He's here. And look, this is a bad habit that I created that got my ass beat in Las Vegas Worlds. Look at how high my elbow is. That's so bad. Look how high I'm standing. So bad. Head defense and stuff. We need to work and train. Cause boy, look at this. So look, he's here. He instantly. He sees that arm go high. Boom. Swoop. Thumbs up. Now, me, what I like to do, I noticed that I could have went for Kimura, but he already is winning this takedown, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna just roll him through, kick him over. But when I did this, dude was prepared for that, and it kind of put me in a clusterfuck.
Go.
Look, I jumped over.
Keep moving with that.
We're blue belts. Now we're blue belts. In practice, give me your leg, knee bar, bow, I win. But we're in a tournament with certain rules. I can't do that. And then I'm thinking in my head, at that time, I really didn't know what else to do besides knee bar. This is why training things on your game plan and level matters. Because if you get put in position that you can't do a move that's illegal, you're screwed. You're stuck there. You might as well just give up. Don't do that. We don't do that over here. But you gotta realize that I put myself in a bad position because of muscle memory and maybe I could have took his back. I could have boloed through. It's a lot of options that I create and learn from this. But I realized that I tried to go into a leg entanglement. And that leg entanglement was going. So let's watch how this plays out. Shit started flag, but don't
go. You gotta keep moving with that though.
Keep going.
Got the knee. Get out of there.
You're my coach. Get out of here. Position logs. Then he
Get out, bridge, bro.
Now,
Bridge, bro.
I'm comfortable at the bottom, bro.
Out the back door, man. Out the back door.
This thing got heavy. I didn't think I was off.
Straighten your legs. Get those hips out.
I had to. Look,
Bridge and roll.
Underhook. Told y'all about
Straighten your legs and get those hips out.
Grapevine. Every time you freeze it, you bring it right back.
Trap his arm and bridge and roll.
Grapevine, Shaq. Stretch him out so he can't reach you. Yep, stay on that.
Bridge and roll to your left, Alex. Go.
Keep going, keep going.
Watch that, watch that.
Armbar on the top
No,
bar.
but hey, you on that?
Nice, there it is. Come on, Jack. Everything you have into it. Come on. Put everything you got into this.
What?
You're good. Go. Get that on
Get
me.
out, get out, get out.
Back
Turn,
down.
turn, 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 turn.
Get up, Alex.
Flatten him out with your legs.
Get your hips high. Bump them up. Get to your knees.
Very
To your
good.
knees.
Get to your knees and get your hips high, Alex.
Same thing.
Bump him up.
Under his arms, get collar grip.
Go
Get
out the
to your
back
face.
door.
Get your hips high.
Double unders. Go under both arms.
Turn towards him, Alex. Get your back to the mat. Get your back to the mat. Turn towards him and get up.
Get up, 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 get up.
Let's go, Jack.
So earlier, look, the scoring got hectic. It's 10-3, boy. I've been going through it. Now I think I told you earlier he had the back taken. He got him 4 points for the hooks, right? He had his hooks, and now these don't count. But there was a point in time where it was both on my hip flexors. So when you get here in back control, you want to make sure that, right? And I didn't talk about getting out of mount. I'm gonna do some videos, but you really want to stay composed and that, hey, cameraman doing his job, got the nice flick going. I gotta find this picture of bro having me like this, because it's like, it's nice to know like I was in the jaws of a shark and I got out. So you get 4 points for taking it back. Locking it. But I realized
towards him, Alex.
Way my coach
Get your back to the mat.
back to the mat. That's what you always want to do. You see this space that's being created right here, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my shoulder lines off his chest, so me shrugging away from his choke hand, right? Because the choke hand is the one that's on top of my arm. The other choke hand is the bottom. I mean, the control hand at the bottom, the one that's like by my arm. See how my arm is like technically like over his arm, right? I knew that I wasn't gonna get choked on that side. So people are gonna have a seatbelt grip on you, right? So you need to make sure, you need to always realize which arm is outside of the seatbelt, and that's the arm you always want to run away from. If you run towards the grip, he can just choke you and you're giving him your neck. So you always want to get your shoulder lines on the mat. And that I'm doing, and I'm trying to do that. I did it quick. I'm trying to trim away. The way I did that, I shouldn't have trimmed away like that. That's what like caused me to mat.
Get your back to the mat. Get your back to the mat. Turn
That was beautiful. Like I was dancing. And then look, right here the way I shrimped, I should have instantly just shrimped and shrugged my hips away. The fact that I did this big motion, like I was really trying to get up. I was just trying to get away from this kid, because like so I knew if I got up, I'm going nuts, because I know how much I was behind. Right? Grabbed me and put me in a cradle. I'm like, yo, I'm going against a ABC wrestler, boy. This boy know his shit. He know his stuff. What? He put me in the cradle, bro. I haven't got cradle since high school, nigga. So the fact that I got cradle in a jiu-jitsu tournament, I'm like, yeah, boy, it's serious out here in these streets. That boy instantly go, yeah, where you going? Ah! Like that was so hard, bro. That was so hard how he did that. I can't even be mad. It's just not over.
Do not rest.
I realized where I was in a position where side control. I'm like, oh, my arm. I'm like, I just need to get his leg. I entered DPAP. This is where it stayed. Right there, that leg transfer. Ooh, I wish I should pause. Look.
Alex, come in.
Head up, head up.
Yeah. Alright, so look, we're here. So I timed his leg coming back into my hips because he kind of has like a crucifix setup. He's pretty high in the side control. So I'm like, I just really need to get my arm free and pop there. And this is it's a minute left on the clock. It's 10 points. I have 3. He has 10. I was like, oh my goodness, boy, this is crazy. So me walking over, I knew I'm scooting my hips towards his hips to like get the leg, right? And he's trying to control me. I'm trying to keep my face unprotected. Instantly, when he gets there, I knew he was coming. I grabbed his leg, and my coach instantly saw. He was like, "Yeah, did the deep half, of course, man. Come on, man. That's what I think." You know what I'm saying? So I instantly go for it, and I'm like, okay, his and deep half is awesome. I love deep half. I learned it from my first coach, Mike Rethmeyer at BJJ Lifestyle Academy, and he's a champion at deep half. He's won some amazing battles with deep half and half guard. And half guard, it's a whole history about half guard. It's a whole history about a lot of these guards and some of these things. And sometimes they didn't even have a name. It was just something that we were just doing. So well they. So yeah. So now the deep half is really used for like when you're a big guy and you're using people's weights and you're like a pendulum and you're like taking them over but they have to balance themselves. So there's a lot of things to deep half and I have to go over it, but good guys to look at for deep half. I can't even tell you that. I'm gonna be honest. Because I don't really study deep half like that. Because I use it as a transition sometimes with sweep. I don't really use it as like I go to half guard. I'm down here every game now. But being a blue belt and a white belt, you're gonna build skills and drills, and these are the drills that we was doing, and boom, look what it got me. Because even if he posted, I would have had an option, but he didn't post, and he got me the sweep. Right? Or I thought I got the sweep because he was a commission tactic. But I'm like, I knew he was gonna have it. I'm like, I'm straight.
Circle, there you go.
Get out. I know he's tired. His coach in the background tweaking out now. His coach in the background tweaking out. Yeah, my coach is out there tweaking too, bro. It's okay. I know how I feel. I heard his coach like literally like, what are you fucking doing? It's a minute left. You're up 10. This dude just scored and then passed your guard and then game out. So look at the ref fingers, boy. The ref finna throw up the set like he a GD or some shit.
Head up.
Circle the other side. Keep going.
Circle. There you go.
Boom. Counting. Boom.
Yeah, stay.
Boom. Oh, you can't see for real. Look, now when we get here, my coach said, he's like, all right, man, you got to get a submission low key because how down I was. I'm like, yeah, he right. I need a submission. So I knew he was rolling to his back, and I instantly thought in my head, armbar. As soon as he go here, armbar, because that's literally what I've been working and drilling. I literally was talking about drilling armbars. So go watch it.
Get your hooks.
Like usually with this armbar, you want to roll through and grab the leg. But like, dude trying to get me off him, I'm falling over because I was a little too high. I think my coach was like, you're too high. But I'm like, I can still get this armbar. I can still get it. Look, I'm still lashed on to him. Look, you hear them, you're up. I'm up. I end up getting 12. Imagine, I was scored 3, lost. Oh my goodness. We'll get back to you. I'm sorry.
Go.
Yeah, bro. I had to run around the map real quick, but nah, nigga. Boy, that was a tough ass fight.
Back and forth those
I'm like, dude, you're a fighter. You're a good fighter. You kept going. You know what you're doing. Like, you kept going. Look, I know my man pissed. I'll be there. I'll be there. 10-12, bro. I think
Back and forth is
back.
intense.
I came back 2 points over, bro, and finished with a submission 38 seconds. And this motherfucker has so strong, bro. You tired. This one thing, you tired. They're just not running it. You know, I'm gonna have to I had to do this. I was so snack.
Excellent battle.
That was tough.
Good job, man.
Very tough. So, with that review, I know I kind of just did a breakdown of what I was doing, but it was more of a breakdown of like really reviewing how your match is going and understanding where to pinpoint and where to understand where you're going wrong at. Because I realized from me watching this multiple times now from perspective of things I've been working on. Hand fighting, stance and motion drills. Like, this is how you give yourself drills. This is how you really build season foundations to get rid of other things that's been planted in you. Because as a fighter, imagine you doing a jab a certain way for years. That you probably get a new coach, new guy, and they talking about your jab, and your jab probably cost you your last fight. So now you got to rework your jab, but you've been jabbing this certain way for 7 years, nigga. 7 years, nigga, you've been jabbing like that. So like, you really got to realize you got to flip that around, fix it, and jab this way for a month straight. You know what I'm saying? Because you got another fight coming. Like, you got to think about those things and really rehabilitate, illustrate. Damn it, I don't know. Give me another word that got an R in front of it. Restream, nigga. I don't know. You gotta really revamp and understand that what you do off the mat is gonna affect you on these mats. The mats don't lie. Boy, I learned so much to this day. So I just want to say thank y'all, of course, for being here watching this. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. This is a little long episode. I did a little rant in the beginning, but I just want to just talk a little bit, get y'all the vibe, show y'all some stuff, get y'all some motivation. This was the third match. I sold my first match. We'll go over that one too. I was doing good, but I messed up. But seeing where you mess up and see how you lose focus, see how you deal with certain things will help you be a better grappler, a better instructor, and all. You know what I'm saying? And this is my approach, my ways of showing other people my styles of coaching, just all that. Because I'm going to be a coach. I am a coach. Just all the things I'm working on. So yeah, man, hit me up if you want the work. If you want to put in work with me, you know what I'm saying? Get in my set more. Email me, just talk to me. Let's just rap, see what's up. But yeah, this is tonight's show of AD Jiu-Jitsu. Like I said, I try to have different platforms where we have all that. For some reason, my YouTube got suspended. I don't know what I did. Maybe got copyrighted for like being me and I'm me. But it's so much AI and stuff. I don't know. I really don't know. I didn't used to put a subpoena in yet. Like, YouTube, please get my stuff back. It's just me. I'm sorry if I did something wrong in there, bro. I don't even know. They're like, make sure you read the guidelines. I'm gonna read them. So, yeah, man. If you guys got any questions about, or if you want me to go over your tape, if you want to go over certain things, let me know. We can rap, and we can do that, because this is something that just doesn't stop. You know what I'm saying? And this is how you can teach others. This is how you can learn how to create drills and things for people, boy. You know what I'm saying? But I was looking swollen motherfucker. I was like, cold, boy. You know what I'm saying? That was me when I was chunky monkey, pause. So wait till I lose a little weight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I did. Look at me now. Snack. So yeah, all right. Let me get out of here, y'all. I'm probably gonna go to the gym. It's like 4:40 in the morning, so I'm gonna go to the gym, probably get a lift there, do some more work. Just do some like more reviewing of some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Any questions? Anything before I go? Anybody in chat? You know what I'm saying? Let me know. I'll do anything for you. Just rap with me real quick. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm gonna bounce out. Yeah, that was a good match. That was this is like one of my best matches today. Not because I won, because I kept fighting. Like, I fought all the way to the end. I got off my back. I got up. Being able to get taken. Like, imagine you in a street fight, or you in a fight, or you wrestling with your cousins or something. Imagine your cousin throw you to the ground and you get back up. The ability to get off the ground when people are putting you to the ground is a skill, nigga. It's a true skill. Because it ain't nothing to make someone fall, hold them down on the ground with punches and all this stuff. So, again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting my content. I truly appreciate it. Because if you're really a fan and you just want the people that mess with me, love me, just love watching, just love being with me, man. Hit me up, get with me, get it with my team, get with the missions for the flame, get with my brothers. You know what I'm saying? We all out here making moves. It's your boy. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Let's go.